Hi guys, this is Maka's Soul Lab. In today's tutorial, I'll be sharing with you how to make this cupped corset. If today your first time of coming across my page, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel and not forget to drop a like and share your opinion on the comment section. This tutorial, you will need to go and watch my previous video on how to draft a Victoria corset. That's from this pattern that we can actually proceed to the next step on how I was able to make this cut corset. So I'm trying to give a recap of the chest, the nipple, the underbust, the half length, the full length, and the adjustment we made on the side. Okay, so now further adjustments we are going to do, I'm going to explain. So I'm coming down by 8 inches because I need the cleavages to reveal a little, and after that I'm going to deepen the neck by extra 3 inches. So now from that 8 inches I will dot it up to connect to the tree, and from that tree I will connect it to the armhole area. That's the ending point of the armhole, because I won't want a situation whereby I'll be stitching my fabrics to the thick fabric. I want to be stitching the hand actually to the net. So I'm going to connect it to the ending point of the armhole, as you can see. So the next thing I do is to check out my cup. I'm using a cup size of 38, and this cup is actually 7.5. So that means I'm going to get a total of 7.5 for my bust. So for this side I'll use 4, and for the other side I'll be using 3.5. Okay, so now this 3.5 I'll have to mark it, and that is something I'll get upwards. So I'll mark 3.5 here, and the other side is 4.5. So from there, 3.5, I connect to this. Then I'll connect it, dot it up to the underbust. So if you have your ruler, you can just, curve it. But if you don't have a ruler, please follow what I'm doing. So I have to dot it up to 4 inches, 4, then to the underbust. So you have to, connect the 4 from upwards down to the underbust. The same thing I did on the other side. 3.5, 3.5, connect down to the underbust. It's as simple as that. Okay, so this video is going to be a quick video because I'm trying to meet up with the timing of this dress. So I'm doing this video because most of my subscribers will always complain I'm not dropping a tutorial of videos. So at the side, that is the butt side, we're going to be creating a bust that which is 2 inches connecting to the nipple point. So from that nipple we have to draw out the 2 inches that we marked out at this point. So that 2 inches will be going in as our dart intake. Okay, so for the dart intake you just fold it in, then you seal it up. Okay, so if you don't know how to do all these things, check our video on how to draft a Victoria corset. You will see how I was able to seal up all this dart intake. Okay, so next thing I do is to make sure that I blend up the lines together, so that we will not be having uneven lines in our paper. Okay, so now going over to the sleeve. The cloth is a sleeveless dress, so and the shoulder is going to give like a small spaghetti hand. So we'll be needing much bulging at the shoulder. We'll be needing the excess shoulder, you get. So because it's going to be slim, so you have to reduce the shoulder by 1 inch. Then you make the the shoulder, because we're going to be replacing the shoulder with net. Okay, so it's going to be small, so also going to be using 1 inch to curve it down. So for this area, for this part, it's just up to you to to work on your style. So we're going to be cutting out the remaining parts. Okay, so we're going to be cutting out the other side, and this other side too, we're going to cut it out. Okay, so now this is what we have, because we are working with a smaller hand. So it's your choice. Just be creative on how you want your shoulder to be, how you want the sleeve to be. If you want to add sleeve to this dress, it's up to you. Okay, but this is a client dress, so I'm working based on what I was asked to do. So I'll be trimming out my major dart intakes at the waist side and at the blouse length side. So this is the lines there. I'm going to cut through these lines, these two. So this is what we have now. So to join these two together, I will use a masking tape to hold one up together, then bring the other side, then glue it up together to join as one. Okay, this is how you just glue it, then you keep following it up till it's joins together as one. So you see now we have just the same size, that is the width is matching up with the cup. So when we are adding our allowances at the end of the day to just cover up the entire cup. So here we'll be removing more that on this side because we need the waist to be snatched. So at this side, we're going to measure 3 inches, or you can use 3.5. You mark it up straight. See the 3 inches all through to the downside. So now you can just rule it down. Then minus half inch at the both side. At the other side, you minus half inch. You this how you minus all this half inch to kind of further snatch the sides together. So you connect up all the dots that I marked there together. So you, once you are done connecting it, it's going to have this kind of A shape kind of stuff. So this is how you just connect it up. From there, you connect. Please not forget that I changed location, and I'm kind of videoing this tutorial just with my hand, no tripod. So we're going to be having some difficulties trying to show everything, but I just don't want to disappoint my subscribers this time. So this is what it looks like when we erase the dots that we want to remove. So you can further remove this dot at this area. So please not forget that our previous video we have of Victoria Corset explains all these dots in text. And yeah, so going over to the front part, so this is what we have. So at the cup side, we're going to be cutting out the first layer, which is we're going to be using 2 inches all round the cup. So this is the 2 inches that we marked throughout the cup. So the next thing we do is to cut through the line. Once we're done cutting through the line, this is what we have. And we open up this sellotape, then we have 3 pieces. So we have 1.5, which is 1 and 2, 1/3. This is 3. So the reason why I labeled it 1.5 and 1/3 is because I want the 1/2 side to connect with the 2 and 1/3 connect with the 3. So that is it for the front parts of this dress. So moving over to the back side, we're going to do a recap. Mind you, we've already drafted this pattern in our Victoria Corset video, so you can go back and check the video on how I was able to achieve this look. So the zipper area, we went in by half inch because we didn't want bulging at the zip, and this cloth is going to have zip. At the same time, we're going to still tie it. Okay, so that means we need to set the zipper area correctly. So at this area, we go up by 1 inch. So this is the adjustment we're going to make in this video. We go up by 1 inch from the waist side. So from that waist side, we'll slant it to the side area down. So this is me, trying to slant it to the side area. So just do exactly how I do it here. This technique is just to make sure that there is no bulging at the zipper area. You understand? So all those folding that normally come out at the zipper area. So you just remove it, or you sew it in, or you tape it down, depending on how you want to do it. So before I go ahead to tape it down, I just have to conclude on the yoke area. So this yoke, we have to trace it out to be the same at the side. Then for the back, we just want it to be accurate, so that when we join the back and the front yoke, it will give us the same thing, when we join it. So just be watching the video, you understand what I mean. So you can decide to play around this pattern, this yoke, depending on just the style that you want. So because my clients want a stripe, or a like an indomie kind of sleeve, so we don't need too much of the yoke area. So when we are done taping down the this side that we removed, we have to kind of blend it up together so that we don't have mixed up while sewing. So we have to bring the front part, place it at the back part, you understand, so that it can just join up together. So at the waist part we trace it out. So this is because we are going to join this back side to the front side. Remember, this is the front side, so we're going to place it on the back side. We'll trace equal, we have to trace exactly, because so that when we join it together we'll not be having too much left over from the front or from the back. So when you are done tracing, this is what we have. So from that point, you just mark where the back, the front side stopped. Then you slant it from there to the zipper area, so that when you join all of them together, it will give you, the same, it will just go in line. So because of the back is going to be lower, so actually it's going to fit in properly. So now after you are done, you just have to, bring down the shoulder side, or this the stripes that is going to connect to the front. So this is it, trying to mark it out at the zipper area. So that is it. So trying to give you a rundown of what we've done so far. So we're going to remove this other line, because we want the back side to be, to be lower. So this is what we're going to do, and we're going to cut it out just in this way. We're going to cut it out now. So this is me. Okay, we've cut it out already. So this is the darts. We have to cut the dart out also, then cut out the stripe, you know. So now this is what I was talking about this stripe. So you need to join it with the front side. So when you join it to the center, you just have to make sure that it's equal. So this is me taping it down together. So yeah, we have one yoke. So we're not going to have joining at the shoulder. So this is it for the front side and the back side. Okay. Okay, so now we are moving over to the fabric area. So while cutting out the fabric, you have to cut out and you have to give half inch all round. So I cut out the fabric in pairs, and the lining too in pairs. So we have each of them two two two. So you also have to go ahead to prep the fabric. So if you are while prepping the fabric, or if you want to prep the fabric, there are different ways you can just, prep the fabric. I use hemming hairstyle, to thicken up the fabric. So I used jonkoso fabric for the lower part of this dress. Okay, I used jonkoso fabric for the lower part, and for the lower part it was like a draped dress. So this is like the skirt pattern, you understand. So this is the cut at the draping side. So when you spread out all those cut, it will give me, this shape that I want. So when I'm done, you know cutting it out, draping it on the dress, that side will have that folding, you know that kind of folding pleated on the side. So if you're interested to know how I was able to draft this skirt side, that will be in a different video. Depending on the audience that I will have, then I cannot make a video on this. Okay. So now, considering the fabric is light, we have to prep it by using a hairstyle. Okay. So for the upper side, we are using this sequence for the upper side. So this upper side includes the front side and the back side. So to join this sequin, you have to put a hemming gum under, then place the sequin on top. I don't know if you understand. So you place hemming gum under the fabric, then place the sequin on top. So when you sprinkle some water, because I'm using a dry iron, so if I sprinkle some water, then I'll iron it, so it will give me the stay that I want. So doing this, you're already preparing your fabric so that it won't be dancing up and down when you are sewing it. So sometimes when you are sewing your clothes and it's not turning out the way it's meant to be, that's because you didn't prep it well. So I joined the cupped side together, considering the pattern and the way it should follow. Remember the time I was taping it down, how I was taping it out. that is the same way you will join it. So I used wording for the lining part and just the hairstyle for the main fabric. So I joined all the front sides together. You join them. Once you're done joining them, you iron it out and bone it. So this is me joining all the front sides together. So this is what the inside looks like, and this is the rough side. So on this rough side will be certain bones on the rough side. So I have a tutorial on how to insert bone and various methods to insert bone. So you can still go ahead and watch the video because I won't be doing all that in this video. So I joined the back side two together, and yeah, so for the inner side we're going to be tying the inner side. So I traced out this fabric, but I kind of removed minus 1 inch upwards and 2 inch downwards. Then I traced out exactly this side back. Please, this is the side back. So I used Ridgeline bone for this project. Yeah, so this is me inserting the bone, and it's kind of invisible at the upper side. So I have to join the zipper side together. So if you are used to sewing corset, you will know that this inner part is not something to worry about. So if you still want a tutorial on this, we still have it on our video how to sew this inner part. So to join the lining part and the back part of the lining together, we need to hide that inner part because that's where we are going to tie it up. So you have to just join it together, then shape it according to your measurements. So when I'm done shaping, this is what it looks like at the rough side, and this is what it looks like at the at the inner side. That is the right side of the lining. So now after that, we go ahead and iron out all the curves. Remember we use the wording for the lining part and we use the normal hairstyle. So I have to go ahead and cage the curve. This is also optional if you feel like caging it. So we'll be dropping more tutorial on how to cage your cup. But I just did like I didn't really do a really major caging. I just have to just put the bones that can hold the cup together. So I go ahead to fold this ready-made cup, then stitch it up by 1/2 inch from the under to the middle side. So yeah, so I just have to mark out the place I'm going to stitch up. So after stitching it, this is what we have. So and this is what it looks like when you're done stitching it and you flip it inside out. Okay, so now to hold this in place, you have to put a hemming gum, then the fabric on top, then iron. So by doing this, the fabric is going to glue to the cup, and we're not going to be pinning over and over and over just like we used to do before. So yeah, I move over to the yoke. So this is the yoke. I have to cut out 4 pieces of net for each yoke, and that 4 piece I join them together. So this is it. So I have it in pairs. Okay, that is for the left and the right. So for my cup pad, I will join it together. So while joining it together, I will also use a hemming gum to to join it. So this is me trying to to show you what a hemming gum is. So you have to join it together just the way I'm doing. Okay. Mhm, 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 mhm. So yeah, after I'm done stitching, this is what the cup looks like. I've not ironed it yet, and this is the inside, front, and the lining part. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to show you is how I'm going to attach the yoke of this dress. So the yoke of this dress is connecting from the cup side to the back side. So, but because this person is coming for fitting, I won't want a situation that will start losing it up. So I'll just hold it down with the pin for the both side. But for the back side, I will stitch it inside. So this is me trying to figure out where to place the yoke for the back. And I did, after the darts area, I measured out like 1.5, then placed the yoke there, pinned it down, on the two side of the back. So this is the lining part. I will join them together, and stitch it all through by 1/2 inch round. But when I get to the cup area, I will stop, you understand, then continue at the other side. So I stitched it up with a hemming gum. So this is me trying to, stitch it up together. So mind you, I'm not using a tripod for this video. I'm actually using my clothes to hold the camera. So this is because I actually changed location, and most of my equipments, my sewing equipments are not with me yet, and I'll be bringing them very soon. And this time around will be contact, so contact. This time around will be content back to back. Okay, so let's continue what we are doing. So this is the middle part that connects to the cup side. So I'm going to kind of create a V shape there, so that when we join the cup, you know, it will sit down well like a sweetheart neck. Okay. So I will stitch it up now, and I also attach a herring gum inside. So when I'm done stitching, this is me trying to flip it inside out. So after flipping it inside out, because the lining color and the fabric color, I didn't see the color actually. So this is the closest that I saw in the market, and I was working with time. So I have to hold it in place, match it up to see if it's going to rhyme. Then it's rhyming, I have to go ahead and iron it. So this is it laying flat after ironing it. So I have to go ahead and iron out the cup. So yeah, this is the cup after ironing, and it's looking all sweet and nice. Okay. So going further, I have to hold the cup side in place so that when I'm attaching the cup on this area, it won't be, shifting up and down. Okay. So I'm going ahead to demonstrate how we're going to attach our cup. And mind you, this cup have line at the center here. So you have to make sure that the line matches up to the line at the the center side. Yeah. So when I'm done stitching up round, this is what it looks like. I've not ironed it yet. I'll go ahead and iron this offline. So while attaching the cup to this front side, you go ahead and attach it. The center line of the cup should match up to the center line of this dress. So because I didn't use a tripod to film this video, and I was trying to meet up with time, so that's why I can't show everything. So this is a bias that I have to use to seal up the rough edge of the cup area. So once I was done sealing the side of, this is what it looks like in the front side, and this is what it looks like at the back side. So the inside and the outside are all neat. Okay. So yeah, so I have to, bring in the yoke and pin it down with a pin, then take it to my client for fitting and draping of the skirt side. So yeah, that is it. So you can see some of the videos of my client wearing this dress, and as you can see, she actually loved it. Okay. So this is the video, and my client is happy. Thank you all for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you in my next video. Bye.